So today I'm here with another podcast. Today we have a very important guest. He is very good in cryptocurrency, and I'm not going to spoil your surprise, so let's just begin. His name is, we have Mr. Carlos. Okay, so how are you?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me in your podcast.
Yeah, this is going to be really fun, guys. I'm so excited. Let's start. So first, can you tell us a bit about your background and about cryptocurrency?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Carlos, and I'm originally from Barcelona, from Spain. My background is in engineering. I studied electronic engineering, and I've always been passionate about technology and also about finance. So I've always been interested in personal finance and about money, the concept of money. So yeah, that's basically my background, and yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting. So how did you start investing in cryptocurrency?
So it was, a long time ago. Actually, as I said, I've always been interested in personal finance, and around 2012, I was investigating online on a forum of finance in Spain about different investing possibilities and options, and I found out about Bitcoin. So I started to dig deeper, and I thought it was an amazing idea. At that time, I spoke to all my family and friends about Bitcoin, and actually everybody was laughing at that time because they thought it was a scam. So they didn't think it had any value. But I found a Bitcoin exchange out of France that was called Bitcoin Central. Now it's called Paymium. And so I bought my first Bitcoins in 2013, so after a year of doing research.
Oh, wow. So your family didn't really believe that Bitcoin was going to be a good value?
No, at that time nobody believed that. So it was a very new asset. It was the first cryptocurrency, and at that time there was not a lot of information about Bitcoin. So most people thought it was just a joke or a type of scam for people to put money and steal it.
Because you have to pay for the Bitcoin.
Yes, exactly. You have to pay for it.
So which one, what attracted you to investing in the Bitcoin and other things?
So basically it was that Bitcoin has a fixed supply. So there's only 21 million Bitcoin, and there will never be more Bitcoin. And also the fact that it's decentralized, so nobody controls it. Nobody can decide when to make more Bitcoin. So I thought that was a great value proposition, and that's the main reason I decided to invest in it.
Yeah, the government doesn't control any of the cryptocurrency, right?
Correct, that's correct.
So what is the biggest difference between investing in traditional assets and cryptocurrencies?
So basically, in essence, it's the same. So you buy the Bitcoin like you would buy a stock when it's low, and then you sell it when it's high. But the main differences are that Bitcoin trades 24/7, so it's available always, all the time. So you can buy in the middle of the night, no matter where you are in the world. You can buy during the weekend, you can sell. So that's one of the main differences. The other difference is that it's very, very volatile. So the volatility in Bitcoin, and even more in other cryptocurrencies, it's very high. So for traditional investors that are scared about volatility, it may be a bit scary.
Yeah, I know sometimes that if you buy the Bitcoin, the value can sometimes go lower or higher.
That's correct. And actually, if you look at the whole story of the history of Bitcoin, most of the time Bitcoin is either going sideways or it's going down. So, and then it has very short periods of time where it has very explosive movements to the upside. So that's why when you invest in Bitcoin, it's very important to invest for the long term. Because if you invest for the short term, it's highly likely that you are going to lose money.
So you believe that the Bitcoin would be higher?
In the long term, yes. Because of the fixed supply, there's only 21 million.
So what would you say to someone who's new to the idea of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency?
So I would say that Bitcoin is digital money that is decentralized and cannot be controlled by anyone. And I would say that before investing, it's better to invest in education, spend time understanding the investment that you're going to do. And I would also advise to start small and invest more at the same pace as you understand it better.
So you have to start and step up each time?
Yes, so start small. Don't put in Bitcoin more money that you are willing to lose. Keep it there for very long time. So don't try to trade it. That would be my recommendation or advice.
Because maybe it could go higher, the value.
It can go higher, but it also can go lower. So that's the risk when you try to trade. That's why I think it's better to invest in the long term.
So why do you think Bitcoin is such a powerful investment option?
Well, I think it's a powerful investment because it has shown to work against as a protection against money debasement and against money inflation. So because of this fixed supply of 21 million. The value will always grow as people invest more and more and they understand the asset. So if you invest in other assets like normal equity stocks and the government prints more fiat currency like US dollars and or euros or dirham or whatever the currency it is, then your currency is devalued. But you cannot do that with Bitcoin. So it's basically for traditional investors, it's a good way to diversify the portfolio, and also it's a good long-term protection against money debasement.
Okay. So what are the risks of investing in cryptocurrencies and how can investors manage them?
Okay, so I would say when we talk about cryptocurrency, there's a lot of cryptocurrencies. And then there's Bitcoin. I differentiate those. So for me, the risks of investing in cryptocurrency, when taking Bitcoin apart, are high. Why? Because most of the cryptocurrencies have been shown to be scams. Basically, pump and dump schemes, meaning that some investor puts a lot of money to make it grow in value, and then when you try to buy, they sell, and then you lose everything. So that's what happened with most of the crypto coins that are available in the market. However, with Bitcoin, due to this fixed supply of 21 million and the decentralized nature, the risk is that you do emotional investing, and then you put money, get scared, and when the value goes down, you get scared, and then you sell, and then you can lose money. But if your conviction is high and you invest in Bitcoin for the long term, then the risks are very low, I would say.
Oh, so you differentiate them. Do you think Bitcoin is a better than any other cryptocurrency?
Absolutely. And if you look at what is happening worldwide, there is a number of governments and companies that are already investing in Bitcoin, but they are not investing in the other cryptocurrencies. So that's also an important sign of what the people with money are doing and why.
So what are the key factors to watch in the cryptocurrency market?
So basically the key factors to watch are regulation. How is regulation evolving in the different markets, because this affects of course the price, especially in the short term. And developments in the Bitcoin protocol. So technologically, what is happening in Bitcoin? It's important that changes in the protocol are slow. So we don't want a lot of changes in the protocol because it's working well and it's doing its function. So I would say these are the two main topics to watch: regulation, also macroeconomics, because obviously macroeconomics affect the price of Bitcoin. So three topics: macroeconomics, regulation, and technical changes and evolution in the Bitcoin protocol.
Oh wow, okay. So how do you decide when to like buy or sell Bitcoin?
That's a good question. I actually almost never decide to sell. So Bitcoin, for me, it's a way of saving, and I basically buy Bitcoin on a regular basis. So, and as I said before, it's an investment for the long term. I don't plan to sell anytime soon, and I don't recommend to do it, because if you try to trade Bitcoin, it is more likely that you will lose money than you will make money because of the volatility. So it's just better to, park your money that you want to save in Bitcoin and keep it there for the very long term.
So like save it sort of and keep it?
Correct. And there's traders in the market that buy and sell, and then I'm sure they do technical analysis and they decide when to buy and when to sell. But if you look globally, there's a very small percentage of traders that really make money doing trading. Most of the traders lose money.
Because they're not like careful.
They are not careful, and it's also very, very difficult to know what is going to happen in the short term. Like tomorrow or next week or next month, it's basically impossible to know what's going to happen.
Yeah, some people just keep like selling it, like in the Bitcoin, like sell. So how do you stay updated on the changes and trends in the cryptocurrency space?
So basically, I use a lot of social media, specifically Twitter, now called X, and that's where I see most of the news. And then there's also other platforms like CoinDesk, which is a very well-known website where you can follow all the news, and Bitcoin Magazine and Watcher Guru. There's a few resources online that are very good, but I would say for me personally, X is the platform where I get all the news and all the information.
Okay, so how does crypto mining work, and is it something beginners should explore?
So how does it work? It's a very complex topic, but in order to simplify, we can say that Bitcoin mining works in a similar way as gold mining works. So there is a certain amount of gold in the world, and if we want to get it, we need to invest in machinery and people that go to the gold mines and start to dig into the mine to find the gold, right? So you need to invest in this machinery and put some work in order to find the gold. Same for Bitcoin, but with computers. So basically, in order to mine Bitcoin, you have to invest in very expensive and powerful computers that will try to solve a digital puzzle, and when they find the puzzle, then they get Bitcoin. That's in short. I mean, Bitcoin mining, we could be talking for hours about it because it's a very complicated topic. But in short, is computers trying to solve a puzzle, and once they get the solution to the puzzle, they get the Bitcoin.
I understand. Okay, so like, if someone wants to like get the Bitcoin, what tools or resources do you recommend for learning about cryptocurrency?
Okay, so when I started with Bitcoin in 2012, there were almost no resources, no information, but nowadays there's plenty of resources, plenty of information. What I personally recommend is books. So there's one book that I recommend to anybody that wants to start with Bitcoin journey, which is called The Bitcoin Standard by Saifedean Amos. And the same author wrote another book called The Fiat Standard, which is very good, and I recommend both. And then there's many resources online. Two that I recommend is first a gentleman called Andreas Antonopoulos. He has a YouTube channel, and he has very good videos from beginner to very advanced. But there is a playlist of videos for beginners that are excellent. And the second one is a website from Jameson Loop, who is the CTO of a company called Massa, and his website is lopp.net. And if you go there, there is a site that says Bitcoin Info, and it's very well organized with plenty of information to start from the beginning.
Wow, so there's like a lot of things, books,
Yes.
like social media, and yeah.
Yes, a lot of resources nowadays to learn.
Yeah. So like what's the most common myth about Bitcoin that you'd like to clear up?
Okay, so actually there's two myths that I would like to clear up that are very common. The first one is that Bitcoin is only used for illicit activities. But that has been a myth for a long time. It's getting less and less important because companies are investing in Bitcoin and governments are doing the same. So, but Bitcoin is not used for illicit activities. Actually, so that's one. Second one is that most people that don't know about Bitcoin, they look at the price, and today the price is about 75,000 US dollars. It's very high. So when people think about investing in Bitcoin, they think, I don't have that much money, so I cannot invest. And that's a myth. That's not true, because you can buy any amount of Bitcoin. You can invest $50, $10, $100, whatever amount you want. You will not get one full Bitcoin, but you will get a portion of it. So, you will get like 0.0001 Bitcoin. So, and that's still a good investment, because you can buy $100 today, and you can buy $100 next week, and $100 the following week, and you keep stacking sats, because in one Bitcoin there is 100 million Satoshis. So you can buy Satoshis and, keep stacking these Satoshis.
Wow, they're worth a lot.
Yes.
Bitcoin. So any final tips to listeners who are excited to start their journey with cryptocurrency?
Yeah, I think the best tip I can give, I think, is to first invest in education.
Oh, okay.
Meaning, before investing in Bitcoin, spend some time. You need to spend some hours understanding and learning about Bitcoin. And once your understanding of Bitcoin is a bit better than zero, then you can start small and use a reputable exchange. Don't invest more money than you are willing to lose, and then slowly keep growing your investment or savings in Bitcoin.
Okay, so in this interview, I actually learned a lot about Bitcoin. So thank you so much for being in the interview.
Thank you for having me here. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Okay, so that was really fun. I really enjoyed and learned a lot more about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. So guys, please like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye-bye.